15 remaining, so that's why the 2 shots.
Yeah, you never know with these kind of things. It all depends on the crew, you know.
So Batum will take the 2 free throws.
I'm shocked
that's not just a common foul.
No, that's not a common foul. I mean, you grabbed my leg or swiped at my leg as I was running.
I don't know if you a flagrant or hostile act or unsportsmanlike technical. Either way, it was.
I'm out of that discussion. I don't know what a flagrant foul is. Guy took a shot to the an elbow to the face last game. Nothing.
All right, let's get our expert Steve Javi to comment on that play. Hello, Steve.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? And Jeff, I'm sorry you don't understand what's going on here, but I know it can be a little confusing. In this situation here, when I look at the criteria for a flagrant foul, is it unnecessary? Yes. Is it a basketball play? No. So, I mean, they were debating on it. I probably would just have called a regular foul, but there's a possibility I thought they might call the flagrant.
Thank you, Steve. Well, in today's NBA, that's often plays like that are flagrant. The old days, not the case. Chris Paul, open 3. Batum the rebound. Inside to Morris.
He's got Booker guarding him. 14 on the shot clock. Here comes
Morris against Booker. Crowder coming to help.
Back to Morris. To Beverly. For
Beverly's
3.
corner 3. Patrick Beverly. Too strong and Crowder the rebound. Terrence Mann.
It's a 1-point game.
Second team foul. Well, tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern, Wimbledon coverage continues on ESPN and ESPN Plus with 10.5 hours of second round play. Watch every match live also on the ESPN app.
Buckaroo!
Just over 5.5 remaining. Second quarter here at Game 6. Phoenix Suns looking to make the NBA Finals for the first time in 28 years. While the Clippers hoping to force a Game 7, and there's Beverly picking up his first.
Now that was definitely a foul.
I think he agreed with it. Haven't seen that very often. At first he wanted to, and then I can't.
He sold it a little bit, but that was
Booker passed and throws it down. Devin Booker.
That's what I'm talking about, meeting force with force. Patrick Beverly want to get into you, will counter that with force and aggressiveness on your own. Attack him.
Where is George? Where is Booker?
Booker in double figures here in the first half with 11.
Here's Reggie Jackson, one-on-one with Devin Booker.
Reggie Jackson, shake and bake, gets inside, draws the foul. Count it, and one. Jackson went right at Booker. He's in double figures again, and it's a 1-point game.
This guy's playing with extreme confidence right now. You can tell he feels nobody can defend him. The size, the strength, the confidence, the swag. Takes the hit, gets the hoop, and then on the other end, Devin Booker putting his head down and attacking the paint area, finishing emphatically. I love the love and support that the crowd right now is showing Reggie Jackson as he's attempting to knock down the free throw for the 3-point play.
By the way, 2 fouls on Booker.
But then he fouls.
10 points for Jackson. He's averaging just under 22 a game in these conference finals. All tied up. After Phoenix went up by 10 here earlier in the second. Crowder trying to draw a foul, 8 the offensive rebound, kicks it out. Crowder's going to try a 3. That's good. Jay Crowder with his second 3-pointer.
Great play by 8. Pound that offensive board. If you don't have something you like, the 3-point shot's always available after an offensive rebound.
Crowder shooting just 27% from 3 in this series, has hit a pair here in the first half. Paul George misses.
And here comes Payne into the front court. 4:24 to go.
Cameron Payne's got that bounce to his step back.
Remember I was saying, like maybe
And that 29-point game in Game 2. Doesn't hit the 3 that time. Of course, Chris Paul was out the first 2 games with the testing positive for COVID. Beverly fakes the 3. Beverly drives inside. Not that time, but a foul. Bonnie Williams and the Suns bench not pleased with that whistle.
He said my hand was straight up. My hand was straight up. I got some replay.
So the foul is on Crowder. That's his second.
It's a foul.
He went kind of down. Yeah, so
The reaction or overreaction does a disservice to what was an obvious foul.
Yep.
and that is good.
Beverly hits the first. Beverly's from West Chicago in a neighborhood called K-Town. He went to Arkansas for a couple of years. After his sophomore year, he was suspended for the year, academic fraud. He handed in a paper he didn't write. He didn't want to wait out the suspension, so he decided to try and get into the draft, but it was too late, so he played in the Ukraine. Next year, he was drafted in the second round by the Lakers. They traded him to the Heat. No room. It was the final cut of the Heat. Went to Greece. Came back, tried to get in the NBA again. Couldn't do it. As Booker counted and the foul and a chance for a three-point play. Beverly, just to finish, went and played in Russia. And finally, 4 years after he was drafted, he made the Houston Rockets. It took him a long time. You wonder why he's so hungry. The journey is a big part of that.
And part of that story, if I remember correctly, he bet on himself. He turned down $1 million, or gave back $1 million with the dream of making it in the league.
The Rockets bought out his contract. Meanwhile, Booker, excellent first half, 14 points, 6 of 9 from the field.
Enjoy the live stream. Hit that like button. Do it. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Anthony.
He has turned into one of the fierce defenders in the NBA. What a career he's made for himself. Talking about Beverly, his man, double team. Wild pass to Jackson. Shot clock winding down, throws it up.
No good.
And a 24-second violation. Shot clock expiring before man could get it to hit the rim.
And I like what Devin Booker did. He looks at Monty Williams and points to him and tell him run the play for him. So whatever the play is called, he signaled it. He wants the basketball right now.
Beverly gets right into Booker. Booker gets past him. Jump shot won't go. Craig mistimed his jump. Beverly tried to save it, but he couldn't. And Phoenix will get it back.
What were you doing? It looked like it could have been an easy rebound. And he made it affordable for himself, it looked like.
Give me Patrick Beverly any day of the week. You talked about some shortcomings offensively, but he makes it up with his competitive spirit.
All right, Suns basketball, 3:19 to go.
Let's go over to Rachel.
Well, guys, when you see a little extra going on between Pat Bev and CP3, don't forget that when Chris Paul decided it was time to leave the Clippers, Jay Crowder there, by the way, when Chris Paul decided it was time to leave the Clippers and he and James Harden hatched that plan to play with each other in Houston, Pat Bev was one of the Rockets players who got shipped out of town. He has had an edge to him, well, ever since, and several players say it meant so much that he didn't sulk when he was